You have two, but you need to choose one really specific option. Really big commitment. But game 1 on Final Destination, getting the Wolf against the Mega Man. And
no zoning at all to be seen here. Immediately the Fire Sword comes out, the Leaf Shield comes out. And it's already looking quite scary.
Yeah, but loading is gonna lose a lot of shield right there. Doesn't matter if he parries the falling neutral air. But Azrael already on 70%, eating a lot of damage from loading's combos. And just really being a victim of his pressure. Especially the forward air and the leaf shield are really difficult to deal with, I presume.
Yeah, I like the leaf shields on Azrael's shield. Because he can jump away and it's kind of safe. You need to predict which way loading is going. And Azrael so far not having any success doing that. Loading, on the other hand, has been having success reading Herman's movement so far.
Falling Metal Blade into the jab. Not getting the forward smash, but the up smash will do it right there. Loading taking the first stock fairly impressively.
Yeah, and what I like about loading, and that I don't see other Mega Mans do enough, is immediately placing the Crash Bomber as soon as people respawn from the respawn platform. It's just that little tiny thing that helps you as a Mega Man player that you should pick up on, because it's so easy to do and it's a simple pressure tool. Ooh.
Reads the roll back in, but the up smash not quite having enough knockback to finish up the stock. Meanwhile, loading has been leading these leaf shields a lot of the time, really applying that much pressure against Wolf. We already saw the reflector doesn't work against them if they're not thrown, so it's a really good tool to bait it out and just apply pressure in general. The pellets, of course, can be reflected. The Metal Blade can be reflected, so leaf shield is a good option there. And right now, the first stock of loading is also taken. Yeah, we're getting fairly even.
We're seeing a lot of tornadoes, a lot of leaf shields as well. So we see that Azrael hasn't really figured out how to deal with those yet. Or is it just Herman, or is it just loading? Just being so dominant with these leaf shields that Azrael doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Becker closing out the stock. Really disjointed hitbox, farther than any of Wolf's moves, I presume. I think the move who's most likely to contest with that is a forwarder, but it doesn't quite have the range. Leaf shield again applying pressure on the shield, forcing himself to do it. And having the pressure of selecting an option in a fairly small amount of time. Doesn't get the tech down smash.
Beautiful conversion from Azrael, and he's back in this game. He doesn't want to lose this. Looking really good for Azrael on this last few stocks, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if he can make this comeback happen.
It really depends. It really depends. Like if loading doesn't adapt as well, then it's going to be really difficult. But loading probably has the mindset to adapt to Wolf, especially with a common character as Wolf. You know his options, you know what he's going to do. It's just how you deal with that and how you're going to punish his mistakes. Oh, not punishing the forward smash is not part of that. And right now, loading in a bit of a difficult percent, 107. Becker will kill.
It's really scary right now because both of these characters will kill at this percentage, and it's just all about who can find that first kill move or that first kill setup. And it's Azrael who finds that first kill setup with the forward smash.
The big claw beating out the Mega Buster in that situation. Just going right. Not quite.
Not quite. No.
Not quite. It's still the first game only. Like, both players had a little bit of time to think about it and maybe get some adaptations done. So we'll see how game 2 goes right here. We're seeing loading already starting with the up airs and the back air, applying a lot more aerial pressure at the beginning of the game than last game. No leaf shield so far to be seen.
No, he's decided to give up on the leaf shield. Didn't work out for him that well at the end, so he's trying to figure out some new things that do work, or maybe just making Azrael forget about that option so he can throw it out later.
Ooh, forward smash hitting.
Yeah.
Doesn't get the spike. Ooh, but Azrael gets the down smash, closing out the stock unexpectedly, especially with his advantage or with his disadvantage he had. But now loading needs to find a stock of his own as well. A fastball down air will do it. Gets the spike on Azrael's recovery, Wolf with a fairly linear recovery, is vulnerable to that.
Yeah, the metal knuckle, that's a loading signature move, I would say. Such a fantastic, great move, and loading has the timing down every single time. Is he gonna get it again? No.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a side B. Maybe would be a bit too greedy, but
I think that's a little bit too greedy,
that's
man.
not something out of Azrael's range.
I could see Azrael trying to go style. But,
Yeah.
you know, he still needs to focus. He still has this big opponent against him. Good grab here. Offstage situation. Herman going a little bit too deep. But the mega upper is going to take it. That's going to be Azrael on his last stock.
Good up tilt right there from loading. Not getting the offstage edge guard, but repaying that with an amazing ledge coverage right there. Becker not quite gonna do it. Gets the crash bomb not on his ooh, and misses the air dodge back onto the stage. Loading visibly shook from that. Needs to find his calm back. Needs to get into his vibe and do a lot of percent, because he has the tools to keep Wolf out of his range and just completely annihilate him. But Azrael has been known to get those combos really hard and do some unexpected things, especially with the difficulties and the weaknesses his characters have.
I think Azrael has been playing fantastically so far. He's been finding kills out of nowhere, and I presume that's what's going to happen maybe in this last stock, because he's been hitting the back air, he's been hitting the down smashes all day long. What can he do to finish up this game?
Loading in a bit of trouble, getting the back air. Ooh, and that's a actual big upset.
That is a big upset. Azrael taking the game to